Hi, welcome to my channel. This channel is about astronomy. So this is my third video against a guy, George Smoot. So you watch this guy.
And then we have to wait this longer period of time.
Then we have to wait 400,000 years till we can make atoms. That is, combine, the universe expands and cools enough till we can actually have neutral atoms form. That is, electrons combine with the nuclei to form the kind of atoms we're used to in this room.
Right.
And
so it seems to you that this channel is against the Big Bang. So, but it seems to you that these guys are very smart. You see, they take one from another, but he does not know any formulas or something. Only recites a bad poem that it has 100 years left. This is the main theme of. You can give how many doctorates on this stupid crazy poem. This is what I want to tell you. So because I am against the Big Bang, so you think that I'm crazy, but these guys that are sustained the Big Bang are crazy. I'm saying like a tea science, coffee science always have a tea or a pretext for. So this is a green tea. I put some milk. Okay, so let me tell you. So here he says that the material come from the Big Bang. Okay, and then the planets were made through gravity. So listen.
once that happens, we have another time period to wait until those atoms can gather together to make the first generation of stars.
Through gravity.
Through gravity, right? So the original perturbations we saw allow gravitational attraction to pull material in and to build it up, very much the way the Earth must have been made, but before that, because we didn't have the materials to make the Earth yet. We have to cook the first set of elements in stars, right? And then the stars send out the first cooked up elements.
By blowing up in supernova.
Right. By blowing up. Supernova is the primary way, but they also stellar winds. You can get a fair amount out in stellar winds, but supernova are the primary way.
So after you watch this is what I want to comment in this video. Gravity is not attractive, it's not attraction. Gravity is not attraction. So this will tell you that they are wrong. Gravity does not attract. If you want to understand, you watch more things in my channel. But Kepler calculated like through angles. You make a half a sphere. You are not crazy to suppose that we live in a spiral. Kepler. In a half a sphere, why? Because half a sphere is above your head when you film from Earth. And they have telescopes and they orientate it in angles like this. Like this and like this. Kepler. Not through mass. The planets are not calculated through mass. You observe so that some planet moves from here to here on the night sky. You put the angles, okay, like this, and you know some relation, trigonometric relations, and you observe it. Mars planet will make like this. So now supposing that it is true that the sun is in the middle, like they put it on orbits and they inferred some things. You see, they had angles from Earth. They were not stupid like this spiral stuff. It is a half a sphere above your head, always. This half, when you sit on Earth. And you make mathematics, geometry. So they calculated through geometry, not through math. So now the orbits are calculated through attraction. No, you observe, you infer through a presupposition that the sun is in the middle, and then from the apparent movement on the night sky, Mars planet, Pluto planet means a star, a star, that it is wandering like a vagabond star, okay? So from Greek, it's a star but not moving like all the stars, because stars are making circles like always, permanently. But the planets do like this. Who knows? But and he took from this apparent semisphere and made like this with mathematics, with this angle and this angle. two planes of rotation. So he inferred, but supposing that the sun is in the middle and the planets make circles, the distances that were calculated in 1700 and since then only refined for some doctorates. I'm not sure even that they did some improvement on what the calculation from 1700s. So I'm told you the truth, and now listen again, some attraction bullshit.
Once that happens, we have another time period to wait until those atoms can gather together to make the first generation of stars.
Through gravity.
Through gravity, right? So this original perturbations we saw allow gravitational attraction to pull material in and to build it up, very much the way the Earth must have been made, but before that, because we didn't have the materials to make the Earth yet. We have to cook the first set of elements in stars, right? And then the stars send out the first cooked up elements.
By blowing up in supernova.
Right. By blowing up. Supernova is the primary way, but they also stellar winds. You can get a fair amount out in stellar winds, but supernova are the primary way.
So after you watch that, attraction, gravity attracts, why? Because they do not have any method to gather planets. So knowing that you are stupid, that you do not know what gravity is, but they do not know at these high levels, at these supposedly high levels, that you are giving laws for one to another, like for stupidity. They do not know, okay, even this simple fact. You see, a mass does not produce any movement, but the planets move. So this is the simple trick that they cannot resolve this because they are stupid.
Once that happens, we have another time period to wait until those atoms can gather together to make the first generation of stars.
Through gravity.
Through gravity, right? So this original perturbations we saw allow gravitational attraction to pull material in and to build it up, very much the way the Earth must have been made, but before that, because we didn't have the materials to make the Earth yet. We have to cook the first set of elements in stars, right? And then the stars send out the first cooked up elements.
By blowing up in supernova.
Right. By blowing up. Supernova is the primary way, but they also stellar winds. You can get a fair amount out in stellar winds, but supernova are the primary way.
For once, how you cannot catch this rock? Through gravity. When does it move? Gravity. Where does it move in circle? Gravity. Who made the star? Gravity. Who made atoms? Gravity. Why? Because you are stupid. You do not know the simple fact that gravity, that the planets were calculated through angles like this, with lunars and angles. So you are stupid, okay? But you want to seem that you are smart. I took the entire planet for this, okay? So after you watch the first part and second part, once he falsified the thermodynamics and quark soups, quarks do not exist. And these are combined through some magical stuff to make iron, copper, and the Mendeleev element, platinum, and now it bullshits you that he knows somehow from this soup. You heard this stuff? Neil deGrasse Tyson, everybody, Brian Cox, everybody, all the stupid semi-doc professor from internet. Gravity, blah, blah, blah. When you are this stupid, you are allowed to trick the planet, okay? So, how the planets coagulate? How you make atoms? How you make a star? Gravity, the answer. So, come on this door and be stupid. So, you see, I have like a comical act. But I'm tired of these guys. They are stupid and they're tricking the planet, okay? So this rock was coagulated to chemical principles, atomical boundaries, like magnet like. The gravity is not attraction. It is a rotating force like this. It's a vector like this, okay? But it is not produced, a mass does not produce a mechanical work. Mechanical work force over space, okay? This is gravity, and you do not know why, who is producing it, because you are stupid. So now I'm telling you, can you fuse with this through words, copper? Through words, can you fuse when nobody sees you, to take a doctorate to light the entire planet, where you are this without any like, how do you say? You see, you have no shame and you lie in this way. You treat the entire planet. And what will do the rest of them? So can you fuse to quark soup with gravity that is not attraction to make this in a stars, like we are dust, stardust? You heard this? It's like a poem. We are dust. Oh, beautiful. We are stardust. So this is your poem, your actual current day poem, okay? If you have some dust, will not gather again, okay? It will not gather. And if you say that it is 4 light years from Earth, the material of the solar system, the planets, the asteroid must be from here.
And so you need this first generation of very massive stars that burn furiously and build up these other elements, build up the hydrogen, carbon, the nitrogen, oxygen, all the way up to iron.
Because of the pressure inside of them,
Right.
they can combine the lighter elements into heavier
Right.
elements.
You need very high densities and high temperatures. And you had high temperatures in the universe, but you didn't have the high densities. So you couldn't get up to the carbon. And in fact, Hoyle pointed out there had to be a triple resonance in carbon for this to work.
Yeah.
And people went out and measured it, and it was, Willie Fowler, one of the reasons he got the Nobel Prize was finding this was there. And it all fits together beautifully, and you can understand how the matter got generated. First it came from the Big Bang, then it was produced in stars, and then the stars ejected the material, and then it's like ecology in a forest. Now new stars and planets can form, right? So we're second generation already, at least. Actually, some hint that we're partly third generation. We're a mixture of at least 2 different stars in the solar system. And it's really quite a lovely story. It's like I think of the galaxy as like the jungle in Brazil, right? There's this processing of the nutrients up into the stars and then back out into the medium and back up into stars, right? And that's the spiral arms are where the new stars are forming. And we just happen to be in one, and we're lucky.
Spiral arms of each
The
galaxy.
spiral arm of our galaxy is the leading edge, is
Right.
where a lot of stars are forming. And so it's really kind of an interesting organic kind of process on a big scale.
In this whole remarkable story, how much is backed by real observational data as opposed to strong theory, which is very consistent? And how many different ways can we assess that data? Is it one or is there diverse ways? I mean, starting right at the beginning.
Right.
So they suppose that the prior star exploded, and another one, and then gathers, and it exploded again, a 3rd generation explosion, bombs, nuclear bomb, atomic fusion bombs. This is their science, my friends. And that's stupid. And I explain to you how the planets are calculating. So who is more coherent? You don't believe that I can speak like that? But through fusion, pressure, extraordinary forces of pressure, gravity, yes, pressure, yes, it pressures, and makes from hydrogen copper. I can speak like this, but it is crazy. It is crazy, okay? The planets were coagulated chemically, with only to sheer properties of the atomical bondings. Not gravity do not intervene, and we do not know who makes the mechanical work. Newton in his book says, let's suppose that it works, what I'm telling you, but it does not work. That there's a vector that rotates in a circle to hit a planet, to hit it, to move it in a circle. So, but this force will not coagulate squat if you spin out a cloud, but in what way we will spin? After explosion to begin to spin. Why? So you understand that these guys are crazy, and the planets could not make through mysterious gravity attraction. It is not love gravity, okay? And even love is not attraction, okay? So, but it is, we know a magnetic kind of attraction, but the stars but the stars are not magnetically, not like our sun, and the sun will not attract the earth because will collapse. It is a constant orbit. Something pushes the planet with a force, a vectorial force like this, and it moves them. It moves them. This is a vector. You see exactly like this. Force moves it. Okay. So you see that I'm coherent. These guys are crazy. I'm saying like it is science, coffee science. This is my third video on these guys. These guys do not know science. Okay. And they are tricking the planet. Our galaxy is a sphere, and we do not see beyond this sphere. The small sphere, and the stars are close and in our grasp. We can go to the stars. The Big Bang is false. But I've told you, who do you believe? Bombs, atomic radiation, bombs, atomic gases burn, gas pressure. This is science, you believe? What I've told you. What I've told you. We are not stardust, dudes. We are not stardust. We are made from dust from Earth. Goodbye, God bless. Against the Big Bang. The stars are close, small. They are not like our sun, and they are within our grasp. But with these stupid guys that trick the planet, I do not have any more patience. Okay, goodbye. God bless. So let's drink from this tea. Like to not be only for exposition, okay? The green tea with milk. Okay, goodbye.